Hi folks, it's ZX Spectrum time, and more accurately, Test Drive 2 the Duel on that said machine. Published by Accolade in 1989, the author is Random Access. As far as 8-bit computers go, also come out on the Commodore 64 and the Amstrad CPC. Now, it's a very brave attempt putting Test Drive 2 on the ZX Spectrum, I can tell you. Now, we have controls of joystick or keyboard, and we'll go for keyboard because I can never get the joystick to work. You can race against the clock or the computer. We'll race against the computer, it's more exciting. So you might have seen, we've picked the Porsche 911 and we raced the Ferrari F40 over, I think, 5 or 6 stages. So off we go. Yes. Now, the Commodore Amiga version, which the version I played first, was great. Oops. Yeah, well, apparently we crashed into that car up ahead. Now, that car up ahead, believe it or not, is a Ferrari F40. Yes, I know it looks like a sedan, but it's really a Ferrari F40 in the 8-bit world. What can we say about this one? Well, we're on automatic gears, which makes it a bit easy. The courses are roughly the same as the Amiga version, but for me, the Amiga is a definitive. A very brave attempt there, but I'd have to say this is one of the later games of the Spectrum when they're trying to compete with the computers of the Atari ST and the Amiga. So this was very late in the day, this one. It's not too bad, but extremely difficult to control, and the collision detection, well, is bloody awful. But let's see how we do. It doesn't play too badly, feels a bit like a simulation game. Whoa, and we're off the track. Yes, so we have to beat our opponent, and we also have to avoid crashing into traffic. The cars look very definite on the Amiga version, although the frame rate isn't brilliant, but at least you can tell who's who. Here the cars are pretty transparent, so you can't tell the traffic from who you're racing against. And as I said, it doesn't make a difference if you choose a Porsche or the Ferrari. Your opponent's car looks pretty much the same, and it's, well, it's pretty frustrating, I can tell you. So that line means we've got half a mile to go. You can see at the top there's my time ticking away and the distance. At the end of each level, or track I should say, it gives you an average speed and tells you how you're doing. But this is what 130 miles an hour look like. So there's the gas station, and we stop here. Yes, congratulations on making the record books. You got the highest score for this road section. Oh, thanks. I always try my best. Yes, and this bit looks identical to the Amiga version. So there we go. I got a 20-second penalty for crashing. Now, we have about 5 or 6 lives. We get a new life each time we reach the end. Of course, when we lose all our lives, the game is over. So stage 2, and we're off into the mountains. Occasionally you'll get chased by the police and have to pull over, and you get a speeding ticket, which slows you down a little bit. If you crash into the police car, it's the end of the game. See on the top left there's the police indicator, so I think they've already got us. And I think this is the police car. It's a bit hard to tell with the graphics. Oh, there's the police car. Yes. This is what it's like to drive around if you're a bit blind, I think. So don't do it. You have been given a ticket for speeding. Doesn't tell me how much, so I'll have to trust him. But for 8-bit graphics, that cockpit's pretty good. I'll give them 10 out of 10 for that. Got a speeding ticket after 28 seconds. That took some doing. I think he was waiting behind a tree or something to get me. We'll see how far we get into this, but because of the pretty tricky control system, I doubt I'll get to the end. But who knows? Let's see. Oops, oh, dearie me. I was lost for words there. That was a really odd looking tunnel. It turned up and it disappeared. But the car's sliding all over the place. I couldn't dream of doing this on automatic gears like I would on the Amiga version, the 16-bit version. If you've played this on the Commodore 64, the Amstrad CPC, please comment below. Does it play like this, or is it easier to control? Oops. Yes. It doesn't all go red anyway, I bet ya. You have 4 lives left. Well, that's unlike real racing, with another suspicious tunnel coming up. Yeah, the Spectrum's having big trouble rendering that tunnel. Sky's visible through it. But I have to say, it does look like Test Drive 2 on the outset. The courses are familiar, so they are very they're accurate in that way. But it feels like we're driving on ice here. Interesting engine sounds. I don't think the Spectrum could have done much more. So well done, Accolade. But one of the things I like most about this game, well, the first one I played, I should say, was the music. Whoa, and this hasn't got any music, so that's a bit lost. So, oh, I don't know what we crashed into there. Maybe a rabbit. Who knows? That was a bit weird. So lots of odd things happen in this game. You have to take your concentration, well, make your concentration up to a maximum. I think that's desert to the right, is it? Who knows? Bit hard to tell graphically. Slow down for the corner. I don't think you could get scenery discs for this and additional card discs. And I don't know how well this game sold, but it is an afterthought. The Spectrum was near the end of its commercial years, at least, when this came out, so this might have increased its life a little bit. Half a mile to go. Doesn't look like 150 miles an hour, does it? How far did the test drive series go after this? I think it got sort of superseded, didn't it, by Need for Speed, etc. Right, we're at the gas station again. Somehow we've survived. Yes. And that Ferrari 40, which doesn't look like a Ferrari 40, has beaten us again. So let's have a summary. Yeah, we're 4 seconds behind with a 40-second penalty. We're losing by about a minute, and we've only done 2 stages. Well, place your bets. Will we make it to the end of stage 3? We're sort of like in the country here. There's a rev meter, which I haven't seen in any other version there, and through the steering wheel on the left. Ferrari 40 looking very transparent again in green. This is the easy setting. So with the harder, the police are with us. So with the harder setting, there's a lot more traffic. The game probably slows down as we get pulled over by this green police car. Do we? Well, it's doing a bit of side moving. Must be on jets or something. You've been given a ticket for speeding. Well, I don't think you would have needed a fast shutter camera to take a picture of my car. There's only one view in this, and you're seeing it. Cockpit view, no chase view available. You might have seen, although the graphics are quite dark on the right, the automatic gears going up and down. There we go, it's just changed. So it attempts a lot of this game. Oops. See, we got nowhere near that car. I think it predicted I was going to crash into it. So attempts a lot this game, achieves some of it. It's hard to know how much better it could have done. Yeah, speed is struggling quite a bit. Collision detection is suspect. And they're 2 things pretty much you need in a racing game. But you have to judge it against what else was out there on the market. And it does look quite advanced for a Spectrum game. What other cockpits could you get with this much detail? I can't think of any. I'm sure there were some, but I can't think of any immediately. Reminds me a little bit of the flight simulators at the time, trying to recreate an airplane with all the dials and graphic updates. They've done good, but I wouldn't return to this game when I got any other version, a more advanced version kicking around, that's for sure. Are we gradually getting better at this? We've got 2.3 miles left. Maybe I should have put the Amiga version played alongside this. So my knowledge, Test Drive 2, the Duel, didn't come out on the PlayStation or anything like that. I might be wrong. If I am, comment below. I'm in 2 minds, but I'm edging towards not a bad little game. The elements are there. Transparent cars, with the Spectrum's limit. Oh, what did we crash into there? A daffodil. With the Spectrum's limited capabilities, 48K, I don't think they could have done much more of it. It hasn't crashed yet. Scenery is very sparse. Sound is what you'd expect. It's okay. It's okay, so let's concentrate and see how far we can get into the game. But suspect crashing that happens every now and again. I haven't got too much control over that. Right, there's always that line when there's half a mile to go. I don't recall that on any other version. So that's quite useful. and well, we crashed into that cactus apparently. It all goes red. Yes, please. Concentrating on the last bit here. Point 2. Point 1. Are we there? Get ready to say bingo. Bingo! Congratulations, I made the record books again, which isn't bad because, well, not surprising because I haven't saved any of the highest scores before. And the computer's given us a bit of a trouncing. Right. Now, it's all gone a bit red. It's supposed to be brown, but Spectrum hasn't got brown as a colour. So the programs have rather cleverly got red and mixed it with a bit of black there. It looked brownish. Actually, I think they've done okay there. You can see them always trying to colour it in as you go along. What did I crash into there? Right, this is the last life. So I can't go 5.3 miles without crashing at least once. So that's not in real life, of course. I can drive for many miles without crashing, at least 12. So this is completely different. 136 miles an hour I just reached there, and boy does it look it. If you stuck your head out the window here, you'd probably lose your face. Such is the extreme speed that I'm moving at. We'll try and get past this fellow. Oh, we somehow got past. Whoops. Don't fall off the cliff. Oh dear. Game over. Well, yes. So what did you think of that then? That was driving at its best. Forget your Gran Turismos and all that business. This is where it is at. Test Drive 2 on the ZX Spectrum. Enter your name. Well, I got that right. So yes, if you like that video, please rate, comment and subscribe. Subscriptions are important for a channel of my size. Yes, so I hope you like that one. Test Drive 2 on the ZX Spectrum. Until next time then, goodbye.
Goodbye.